Hello, my name is Jonathan Bozeman. I'm a student here at Sneed State Community College. I have a wife, 4 years, named Amber. I have a beautiful baby daughter that's 2 years old, named Aubrey. I was born in Demopolis, Alabama, March 3rd, 1987, to my father, Richard, who was a firefighter of 37 years before he retired, and my mother, Elizabeth, who enjoys crafting stained glass. We lived in Gardendale for about 11 years before we moved to Albertville. I left a lot of good friends behind, and I had lost a very close friend named Blake. We were involved in the Boy Scouts together. We went hunting, fishing, we did camping together. Just my best friend. He died the night of July the 4th, that summer that we moved. He died in a house fire. That made that move just that much more difficult for me. Shortly after moving to Albertville and going into high school, I met my wife, Amber. We'd been friends for about 12 years before we were married. We had a very short engagement. We dated for about 6 weeks. We were engaged for about 6 months, and then we were married December 29th of the same year. It was fast, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I was working with Atlantic Aviation in Birmingham. We had been married for just over a year. We learned that my grandmother had become very ill. There wasn't money to give her, I guess you could say, the proper funeral. But I did everything in my power to help plan that. I had found a casket and was ready to purchase it. We had burial policy we were ready to purchase. Her oldest son was a minister. He would officiate. And I would plan everything the best that I could. Though we weren't able to make that happen, I found that I had a very specific set of skills that will help me to be successful in my new endeavor. I plan to be a funeral director and embalmer. I am pursuing a degree of mortuary science. Now this is where I receive looks and questions such as this. You want to work with dead people? What is wrong with you? That's exactly how it happens. Nothing is wrong with me. Yes, you do spend time with the deceased, but of the time that you spend, the majority of it is with the family and in planning the funeral. A funeral isn't really about the person who died. It is about the people who are still there. It is about the family members and their love for that individual. It is a way for us to celebrate the life of a dear relative or friend, and a way for us to be able to say our final goodbyes. Now, we weren't always able to do that. As a matter of fact, modern embalming only became popular in the 1860s during the Civil War. Now, you had, John Smith here in Alabama. And John Smith say that he was killed in a battle in Virginia. Well, you now have the opportunity to have his remains embalmed and cosmetic reconstruction done to present a body that could be viewed by the family and a way for them to find closure. So that body would then be transported by train, by horse and carriage back home to where they could be buried and afforded proper respect and dignity at home. And that was the modern birth of embalming in the United States. And that is the same respect and opportunity that we're afforded now in a war that we've been fighting for 15 years. As a United States Marine, I have seen countless friends that have been killed. I have seen and had friends come home in a flag draped casket. And it is because of this industry, it is because of this medical field that is mortuary science that makes that possible. that's one of the main reasons that I want to do this. Besides, I believe that God has placed this on my heart as a way to help people, a way to help those that, a way to give them that last bit of respect, that last good thing you can do for someone. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you don't think ill of me. But this is something that I'm very passionate about, and you will find that I will find ways to form it into future videos. I hope you've enjoyed, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you.